family of the Judy TV show. This is the Judy TV show. I talk about marriage and marriage-related trending issues. Anything relationship, here you get the gist. My name is Judith. But in this video, guys, before I introduce the topic, you're seeing a beautiful lady by my right hand side. Are you seeing her? Should they enter your eye? Close your eyes. Should they enter your eye? Close them. Please meet my friend, my bestie, Immaculata. But her YouTube handle is Emma Glorify. She also talks on relationship, on marriage issues, and all that. So we decided to come together to rub minds and then, share some points with you guys so that, you can pick one or two things from what we're going to say. What is it we're talking about today? What is it? The questions that you need to ask yourself, either as a guy or as a lady, before you say I do. What are those questions that you need to ask yourself? You can't just run into a marriage relationship like that. You know why? Because marriage is a lifetime commitment. So running into a marriage relationship like that without considering these points we are going to share today, will simply means that, this is a disaster waiting to happen, and we don't want that for you. That is why we have taken time to come to share this points with you, so that you consider that as you take your decision on who to spend the rest of your life with. So the first thing I like to say to us guys is that, look, if you are considering getting married, is as a man, as a woman, the first thing I'll need you to think about is, how emotionally stable are you? Emotional stability, that is it. Because you are now bringing in somebody into your, you're not going to live with somebody for the rest of your life, and before you know it, the children will start coming. How emotionally stable are you? There are some people that, when there's a small issue in the home, they will tell them, no, I don't want to talk to anybody, leave me alone. They'll be yelling and all that and all that. How emotionally stable are you? There are certain things that could come up from your spouse, from your in-laws, or from whatever. How emotionally stable are you to handle that? Listen, marriage journey is not it's not an easy one. It is easy, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
The reason why I said it is easy and not easy is that, look, when you plan, when you ask yourself the necessary questions in preparation before you step into it, it makes it a little bit easier for you. And as you embark on the journey, it's like a university. You continue learning, you continue discovering one or two things about yourselves, and you keep on improving. When there's a challenge there, you know how to handle it. That's the ability to handle it, respectfully, is part of being emotionally stable. But for you to now go into a relationship, you expect everything to be okay like that. It doesn't work like that to sis. It doesn't work like that to bros. So you just have to be emotionally stable. Ask yourself that question: am I emotionally stable to say yes to a man, to now spend the rest of my life with a man? Or am I emotionally stable to bring in a lady into my life that will now share my surname, share everything about with me in life? How emotionally stable are you? These are part of the question. This is one of the major questions you have to ask yourself if you are considering going on the marital journey in life. Glory, do you understand what I'm saying? Because by the time you see people that are not emotionally stable and they're talking of getting married, and you're like, are these people actually joking? Do they mean, do they understand what marriage is all about? You understand what I'm saying? So,
You know, when I see some marriages, I'll be asking myself, what are they doing? Because
are they playing?
that is not marriage. You see, when you know the foundation, and also when you also know the purpose of marriage, you will not just say because I have dated you for 1 year, 2 years, and you need to marry. You will not just say that.
Yes,
Because in this time, this period you're dated or you're dating, what have you asked the right questions?
exactly, exactly.
Do you allow, because we mostly allow emotions to be cloud our reasoning, and then you'll be seeing something, you'll be like, no, that thing make it will change. My dear, it no go
You know
change.
the change.
So
Nobody changes
when
anybody.
it comes to marriage, the way God really instituted this institution, if you go to the Bible and study it, you'll be like, in fact, you remember when Jesus Christ told his disciples that if a man marries, and divorces his wife.
Yes.
The wife, the man should not marry another person, and then the wife too. If another person marries that woman
It's committing adultery.
committing adultery. Then, if that man, because the man now has caused that woman to commit adultery.
Yes.
If the man brings another woman, he is committing adultery against the woman.
Oh my goodness.
So when the disciples saw this, then there's no need marrying.
Let's just
That
be
is
on our
because
own.
if truly you go into research, that is why when they asked Jesus, okay, Moses permit us to divorce, to give a letter of divorce, then this one, what do you now say, have you not read? So when it comes to marriage, you need to read, you need information.
Yes.
You need information to guide your decisions.
Yes.
And when you're not informed, what happens? You're deformed. So now,
Exactly.
for you to be informed to the extent that you know what marriage is, you need to read. You must read. So you
Yes.
don't just say because of what is the most time when I see people doing relationship, you just see that they're doing one like this thing that we just did, they want to now say, no wonder they are divorcing very well. Because if you have read, you will know that it is a very serious matter.
Yes.
It is a serious, it's not something that is not a child's play.
Exactly.
It is not a child's play, but that is what we make marriage to be today. That is why people will marry today, tomorrow they are divorcing.
Yes.
You see, so marriage is not a toy, or it's not something we have to toy with. It's not a play thing. It is a serious,
It is.
very
It
serious
is. It
commitment,
is.
serious commandment, serious everything. So for you to go into it, my dear, come closer, just draw closer, listen to us,
Listen to
so
us.
that you take the
Village, when somebody wants to get married, then they will not ask, is she a very somebody that's temperamental? Okay. Does she always fight? Does he always does that? Does he always do that? But these days, although when people are going in, they tend to pretend. That aspect of them, they hide it. They are so good at pretending. So that is the main reason why, guys, that you have to ask the right questions. Are you emotionally stable? And then if you think you're emotionally stable, the other person that you're considering to be your life partner, is he or she emotionally stable? And then you have to ask questions to find out one or two things. You even put the person to test. You can't just assume, right? Otherwise you'll be taken by surprise, right? And then going further, aside being emotionally stable, you think of people that also want to and say they are going to get married. Are you people financially stable? What is the financial backup? You see somebody, a lady could just be working, maybe just doing a menial job like that, and she goes to marry a guy that's not doing anything. Oh, because he loves the guy, and like you said, I've dated him for 4 years. Oh, let him not go and marry another person. There are no husbands now. Any person that comes, and there's no financial stability, there's no financial backing to this journey that both of you want to embark on, and you forgot that the moment you get married, all things being equal, in the next 1 year, 2 years thereabout, the children will start coming. So how will they be taken care of?
this point you just spoke of.
Yes.
I have a relative of mine. This boy, I was supporting him.
Yes.
So, but when I got married, I now discovered that okay, things weren't like when I was
You have
single.
to
Yeah,
be
because now I
same.
have joined somebody, so everything I have now, me now own it.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, guy, I won't be able to take care of your school finances. So what I can do for you is maybe I'll bring you to Abuja, look for a job for you. Then from there you can either go to Queen University and complete your
Education.
education. I said if you get a degree certificate, it will be easier to get a job.
Yes.
They say all these menial jobs you're doing, these things will not sustain you in
Will
life.
not.
Then I spoke with my husband and he was like, that's a good, idea.
Okay.
And I said, so what are we going to do? Can we get a room from him? I said, fine. And I said, okay, since we are
Wow,
getting
that's
a room,
wonderful.
then he has younger ones that should come. I said, okay, fine. They are guys now, they can sleep together. We got a room for these boys. And being my kind of husband is somebody that he will give his all. went and paid money for people to give these boys jobs and kept advising them to see how they can stand. He told them, you see, now you've gotten this money, you cannot live all your life on this thing. So come and learn skills. I remember when he told them, go and learn how to drive. Driving is a mobile skill.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, it goes with you. He also advised them to learn other, even all these other many skills. These boys were not serious.
And as guys, it shouldn't even be difficult for
I'm
them.
telling you, you were not serious. So that my own relation. Now, and I told him, you know what? Because when I called him, I said, what is your, let me, it shouldn't be what I'm saying. It should
What
be
do
what
you
you
want
want.
to do?
What do you want to do? As a guy, I told you, you're not a woman. If you're a woman, I would say, one man will just come and marry you one day and take your responsibility, because that is all women like.
Or you start
Another
learning from
person.
the person's house.
And I said, see, tell me what you want. He said, is to complete his education. I said, is that what you really want? He said, yes. I said, okay, if that is what you want, then get this job. I said, I work in a financial institution. What I'll do for you is I'll open an account for you. You save your money. Then when your money gets to the one the amount you need, then get a form, go university form. When you get that form, do everything. When you get admission, come back to me. Tell me what your school fee is. I will be supporting even if it is 50%.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
that was
Wow.
it. This young man said, okay, I've heard you. He left. I think he stayed like a year, and I called him. I said, Alpha,
No.
I've not heard anything.
Savings,
What about the? He was even saving, but he wasn't consistent.
Okay.
Because I was seeing everything he was doing.
Okay.
I was seeing, especially on the saving side. Since
Yes.
I'm controlling that, I saw everything. So I was like, when are you getting the form? You need to save more. I said, okay, fine. 2 years. I called again. Guy, what is happening? 2 years, so we have stayed 2 years in Abuja. Nothing to
Can you
show.
imagine? Even the person that is now calling him,
Nah,
people
you
take
know,
things for granted. But
to a certain stage when he was like, I think he clocked 26. He just called me. Good morning. I said, okay, how are you? Fine. And I said, what's the plan? I want to just tell you that this is my birthday. I'm 26 years. I will be 26 years by tomorrow. I said, oh, tomorrow is your birthday. Yes. I said, I will send you a time to wish you
happy birthday.
on his birthday. He now called again. He just want to inform me that I'm of age now and I want to settle.
Uh-uh.
So I was like,
From going to school,
to settling
looking
down.
for what to do, to settling down.
So I was like, I don't understand. Let me get you.
And meanwhile, this is the person that said he has not saved enough to go to school, but you have saved enough now to settle down.
And I said, settling down as in, you have, I know, because he left the house we rented now with the other boys and he got his own house. I was like, it's a good move. Maybe you want to stay on your own. So it's a good move. So I was like, nah, okay. You say you want to settle, come. I said, come. This is not a phone thing. Come to the house.
Come on.
Let's talk. So when he came, I said, tell me, you say you want to settle. You've already settled. I thought you have gotten your own house.
He didn't even understand what he
You know,
was saying.
because I didn't really, that never came up because
I'm just 26.
that wasn't the plan
Oh
now.
my goodness.
So when he now said, no, I need a woman in my. I said, but I'm not saying you shouldn't date a girl. I said, you're free to date a girl. And then when you say settle down, I said, look at what I'm interpreting, whether it is the same thing you're saying. The settling down is you want to get married to a woman and start a family. That is what settling
That's the
down
meaning.
means.
That's the
Is
exact
that
meaning.
what you mean? I cannot be doing women. I said, but I know you don't have a girlfriend. Is there anybody in your life? Because I know there is something happening. This is a boy I brought in. Didn't know
Before
it.
he came to tell you that there must have been someone.
Yes, I said, is there a girl in your life? I said, but you're not introducing anybody to me. Let's see. Anyhow, I brought you here, so I'm like your mother here. So if you're doing anything, I should know. This one you're telling me of. I said, let me know the girl. Then let me see if it is something. I said, but let me tell you that you don't deviate from your main thing, the main thing that brought you to Abuja. I said, so what I need you to do is go back, think about your life.
Rethink.
Have you in fact, can you tell yourself that you are financially, emotionally, in fact mentally stable and settled to bring in another person's baggage because anybody you're bringing is bringing their own.
And it has to be somebody of her level for you to his level for you to say, okay, maybe the baby is already established and what have you.
So with that, this guy, the thing was like, so much okay, Mr. Man, since you insist, it's your life.
Go ahead.
I can't live your life for you now.
Yeah.
It's your life, go ahead. As we speak, though I didn't attend the wedding, as we speak, that
Oh, he
guy,
actually went ahead.
he went ahead, he got married. He went ahead, got married to this guy, this lady. They left here, Abuja, relocated to one of the states. They came back. In fact, when he was coming back, he called me, these are not right, this, he want to return back to Abuja. I said, you know the road to Abuja now. I mean, you don't know the road again. I need your support. I said, sorry.
Can you
I said, you have
imagine?
closed that door.
Can you imagine?
So now, in fact,
You're not
as
financially stable and you decided to embark on this journey.
both of them, even when I tried to, when he was supposed to give me the lady's contact, my own was just to talk sense into the
Into
lady
them.
first. But the lady refused coming because she felt maybe I'm going to stop her from going ahead.
So that you have seen
As
your
we speak,
husband.
they are married and they are facing it. As in, the financial trouble is high.
Of course it will be.
That is what people who have not prepared. If you don't prepare before going in, you will suffer it.
Exactly. That's
You
it.
and then you will not get anybody to help you because this is your decision.
It's true.
This is your
It's
decision.
true. And apparently, before you took the decision, one or two persons might have told you, no, don't
Don't
go
do
this way,
it,
don't go
don't
this
go.
way. So by the time you hit the rock, you have no one to fall back on, you know. And it's the same thing again with age when you consider the age and the life of people that wants to go on. Okay, look at the age now. 26. If you are the only son and your father has money and your family is
It's a
backing you
different
up, it's a different
case.
case. But you on your own, rather than laying the foundation, so that when you now lay the
Want to
foundation,
bring people
you now
to
get
suffer.
married and then you just decided to jump into that. And this is just the starting way. It will get to a point that this a financial instability that they didn't take care of, they didn't
It
plan
will
for,
haunt
it will
them.
haunt them, and they might even break them if care is not taken. That's why you see people that are so, there's no particular age of people getting married. Because you could see a man that is 50 be behaving like as if he's 25. You could also see somebody who's 25 who behaving so maturely. So for me, it has nothing to do with age.
At
It has
all,
nothing.
at all.
It has
It has
everything to do
nothing.
with the individual that is involved. There are ladies that are young ladies that are, young like that, and they know how to comport themselves.
Yeah.
They are not living all this kind of a wild life and whatever. You could see the people will tell you, this one is a wife material. What do they see before they will tell you this is a wife material? Because there's always something they see in this person to know that this person is a wife material. This is somebody who is emotionally stable. This is somebody, even if she doesn't have much, you find out that this person is a hardworking person. She's somebody who is industrious or whatever. She's somebody who wants to, better herself. In that case, you can consider the person. But by the time you now look at it doesn't matter, and you decided to dabble into it and all that, somewhere
suffer
along the
it.
line, you will suffer.
You
It
will
will
suffer
break you
it,
guys.
it will break you.
It will break you guys.
That marriage will not be so. In
It
fact,
will
there's no
not.
sustenance
It will
in
not,
it.
because again, one thing is, there's something that you did probably when you were 10 years younger than your age now. In the next 15 years, you will not do it the same way.
Of course, you will
if
not
you
do it
have
the
that
same way.
opportunity, what is the different age? Because that age exposes you to experience,
Maturity,
and that and
experience.
maturity and exactly, and that is what made you to like repeating the same thing. You will do it differently, and you do it better.
Yes.
But when you're talking to some people don't like this. Your
case.
cousin you talked about now. So guys, listen. It is not all about age. It is all about preparedness, right? If you're of age to get married, why not? But if you're not of age, maybe because you saw a lady and you felt lost carried you, or you saw a guy, oh no, I don't want to miss him, so that you don't listen, you are taking a wrong decision.
Very wrong.
Sit down and ask yourself, right? Am I matured enough age-wise? What is my life like? What do I want out of my life? How do I want out of it? There are people that will come and marry somebody who is a pastor, and then tomorrow, no, they marry. I heard of the story of somebody who married a man that was, I think the man is a pharmacist or so, and somewhere along the line, the man now said he's called. So the man now went into full-time ministry. You know what the wife told him? The wife said, "Listen,
This was not the
I didn't marry a pastor. I married a pharmacist."
Please,
So these are part of it. But if it is somebody who, for instance, that is mature, the man can call her, sit her down and say, look, this is the encounter I had, this is the encounter I had, this is the encounter I had. And prepare her to it, And she will now say, because my cousin used to finish, she used to tell us that I say, oh no, I don't want to marry a pastor because I don't want to be fasting for 30 days. So as far as she's concerned, it's this fasting that pastors does, So if you're a man that probably you are a pharmacist or you're a medical doctor or whatever profession you are hitherto, and then somewhere along the line you discover that you have a calling, call your partner. Don't just jump into it and all that. No, God knows that you have a wife, and God is a God of orderly grace. So these are the things you consider. Your life. If tomorrow one or two things happen, so how do you handle it? These are the things that the questions you ask yourself, and then you also ask whoever that you're intending to get along with, so that both of you can be on the same page. It makes it easier. If you carry her along and then somewhere along the line anything comes out of it, you find out that she will gladly fit into it. Initially it might not be easy, but because you prepared her to it, she will fit into it. And just like some people will say, you want to in your life you want to be a polygamist, and then you marry somebody today, you didn't tell the person. Then 5 years down the line, you now say you want to marry another. Of course, that it wouldn't work. Look at what happened about Yulebuchi and his own.
That was the problem.
Exactly. Because for 20 years, somebody you have married for 18 years, they dated for 6 years and then got married in 2004. This year, October would have made it exactly 20 years before what happened now happened. Now, if when the marriage was about 17 or 16, and you're not coming to tell your wife, no, I want to go into polygamy. How?
Was that the discussion?
Was that the agreement?
Did you tell me
did
that?
you ask that question? If I decide tomorrow to marry someone, will you accept, and so on and so forth? So guys, this is part of what you are saying. These are the things you need to, the questions that you need to ask to prepare yourself and prepare the person that you want to spend the rest of your life, so that it will be a smoother journey for you. It will be an easier journey for both of you, And then, don't forget, guys, as we are talking, I hope you're typing your comments. I hope you're asking your questions, right? As you're talking and as you're hearing, so that you don't forget whatever question you want to ask us, okay? Don't forget that this is the Judy TV show. Please like this video that we're doing, comment on this video. Let's know, share your thoughts with us at the comment section. And please, above all, don't forget to share and to subscribe to this channel, okay? While we take the last point, which is the legal backing. You heard me right. I said the legal backing. Let me explain it. The legal backing, when we talk about the legal backing, some people just get married and entered like that. Tomorrow, when the guy now says, okay, he wants to marry another person, or he does another thing or whatever, you now feel that you're not protected. You discover that you're not protected. That is why, if you observe lately, before people will go for even traditional marriage or white wedding, they go for civil wedding. What that thing does for you is it protects you.
That's right.
So, guys,
for you women,
especially women, if you want to get married to somebody, ask the person, I hope we are going to go for civil wedding. It's going to protect. And sis, listen, if you're going for that civil wedding, please don't say Mrs. John. If your name, for instance, is Angela, put it there, Mrs. Angela John. Because if you say only Mrs. John in the official document, the legal document that both of you sign,
it is not recognized.
Tomorrow, another person can come and still be Mrs. John. So if you're now saying, no, that you are the name Mrs. John, they say, where is your name here? What you see here is Mrs. John. Anybody can claim Mrs. John. So be smart enough to put in your name, Mrs. Angela Amina, or what's another Yoruba name now? Abiola, Bimbo, or whatever. Put your native name, or Titi, or Ifoma, or put your full names there. That way you are secured with your children. If anything happens, you have something to fall back on, because the law will come in to protect you. The process might not be easy, the process might take a long time, but you're certain that you'll be protected. But a lot of people walk into marriages like that, and then before you know it, one or two things will just go wrong. They don't even know what their husband has, and if the man dies, it is not mandatory that the man will have to go first, whoever that goes first. But most times, if the man goes, for instance, and the man has anything, it might be difficult for you to claim anything. Before you know it, if it is a family where he has, siblings that are not too good and not too considerate about his immediate family, they can come and start claiming things. But if you have a legal backing, you know, it helps you as a woman at least to know that there's something that you're falling back on. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Very, very, I understand. And also, when you're even in the marriage, just like she said on the legal backing, whatsoever you acquire together, your name must be written as your name before his name.
In full.
Do not take anything Mrs. and Mr. Because when they say Mr., his name will be there. Your name, for example, Mrs. Peace, you put your husband's name. Please do not take anything as Mr. and Mrs. If not, if you try that, then you're out. So any purchase, anything, land, property,
Put your
anything
name there.
at all, put your name, because
In
this
capital
will help.
letters.
Anything you're doing together, combine effort. Make sure your name must be on that white sheet.
Exactly.
So that
Exactly.
is another thing you need to know, because a lot of ladies don't know this. You will go get a land with your husband and it is only his name, or sometimes it's Mr. and Mrs. Now lie, there's nothing like that in the law.
Exactly.
The
You
law
can't
did
lay
not
claim to
provide
that.
anything like that.
You
So
cannot lay claim to that. Wow. That's a very good point. That's a good. I've even learned it. I'm just learning this one for the first time now. Okay. So, guys, you understand what we're trying to say here. Look, all the points you have just mentioned here, the 4 points you have mentioned here, it's for your own good.
for your good.
Sit down and ask yourself these questions. Score yourself how ready you are. These 4 points will guide you. It will guide you to having
make
a
good
business, to make a
decisions.
good decision that will inform whether you should go in or not now, or whether it is with this person or not with this person. Most times that you dated somebody for 10 years does not mean you know the person very well. And it does not mean that, you know, if you end up not marrying the person is not a bad person. It's just that both of you are not compatible.
And know that the heart is desperately
Wicked, exactly.
So when somebody wants to do you, you will not
Be pretending.
even know that this person that is laughing before you like this can harm you. So for you, when you're going into any relationship, open your eyes. Please
Like
do
the-
not fall
like they
in.
say,
There's
shine
nothing
your
like,
eyes.
in fact, when they say fall in love, there's nothing like for stand on the love, stand on it. There's nothing like
Don't
falling
fall.
in love. So when you ask the right questions, you will get the right answers.
Exactly.
So in any relationship you find yourself, and that relationship, or either you're intending couples, please ask the right questions.
Yeah.
Look out for the right things. Do not all concentrate on her shape and beauty,
Yes.
and then you forget that that cannot sustain any relationship.
Exactly.
One day she will grow old, and then those beautiful
Or even by
contours,
the time she starts
everything,
giving birth.
everything changes. So that shouldn't be your main focus. Your main focus should be the values, should be the aspiration, should be those things that make her a good person.
Yes.
You know, I was telling people that for me, if I tell you I love you, I don't love you just for myself.
Yeah.
I love you for you. That is how my love, that is how I love people.
Wow.
I look at you, okay, you're doing the right thing. Okay, you're going to learn how to drive, and that is a good thing. It is for you, but I
Yeah.
love you for that.
Yeah.
So if I'm loving you, I should be able to impact positively in your life.
Yeah.
So my loving you shouldn't just be what I'm going to benefit from you. That is not how I look at it. In the moment I see that you're coming close to me because of
self-centeredness.
what you want, I know that in fact, you cannot be a friend to me. So when you love people, love them not for what you benefit, but for what you make them to be. You know, how you change them from maybe they met you in version 1 and then you have taken them to version 10. That is what love is.
Wow.
So
It's
in
true.
a relationship, those are the
A
things
better
you look
version
out
of the
for.
person.
There's a girlfriend of mine that I used to tell her, say, babe, you love without your head, you love with your heart. I say, see, when you're loving, use your senses. I told her, do you know why I'm different from you? Because most times she will tell me, sometimes I try to see how I can be like this. I said, it's because I don't love people. I don't put people in my heart. My heart is too small. So I love you with my head. So when you're doing things, when the light is blinking red, I know that there is danger. So, but when it is with the heart is love, is
It's just
red
be going
already.
like that.
You know, the heart is red, it's full of blood.
Yes.
It's red. So when there is a red light blinking, heart will not be able to pass. My friend will just look at me and say, I said, so if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm looking at for what I'm going to benefit. My benefit is that, okay, can this person inspire me in life?
Okay.
Can this person help me to be the best person I can be?
Okay.
Because if I'm with you and I'm doing the wrong things and you're not correcting me, I know you hate me. That
There's
is
no
how
need
me I
now.
look at it. So when I do, maybe I become aggressive, I talk to you anyhow, you swallow, you take it, you can't help me now. There was a friend of mine that was, there was a guy, this guy was a very good friend of mine in school. And after school, he asked me, he proposed to me that we should marry. And I told him, no, I will not marry you. He said, but you love me so much. Truly, he's caring, he's everything, but
Yeah.
there is something missing. There's that connection is not there.
Yeah.
So my friend was like, but I love this guy. I said, no, you the lover, no, we need a lover. I said, see, you can't force me to marry somebody because the person is nice. I said, see, the only thing for me to marry a man, there must be that connection.
Okay.
In this case, there is no connection. You know why? This guy can see me killing somebody and he will hide me. Say, I don't want that kind of
You
person.
want somebody at least to be
I
able
want
to be putting
somebody
it.
that
Yes.
if I'm doing something wrong, you should be able to tell me, girl, this thing you just did. Look into my eyes and this thing is wrong.
Because that's how
dare
you grow.
do
That's
this
how you
thing?
grow.
That is how
That's how you grow.
improve my life. I say, not the one that doing something bad. You will tell me, I love you so much, you cover me up. The moment I start saying that, I'll keep looking at him. I keep looking at I'll do another bad thing. You just tell me you're the best. I say, no, you hate me. You don't know me. Don't ever come and tell me, marry me.
But do you know that now, that is even the kind of people that babes will be rushing.
I'm telling you, the ones
That's the
that
kind
cover
of
them
they
up
don't
and do
care.
them.
They don't care. If some people don't have time to consider all these things, they just consider it that
You will remain the worst. You will never learn
because you
how
will not improve. Yes. You don't know how to cook, you don't know how to do anything. Then I will hear some guys will tell their wives, okay, go and order food from here, but at least once in a while. There's nothing wrong in ordering food, okay? There are sometimes you
not
come back
every
from work,
time.
you're tired and everything, but there must be a time that a woman can sit back at home and then cook something that because with children, so every time you're going to order food, every
I said,
time. It
I
doesn't make
run
sense.
a home where I look into my husband's eyes and tell him, "Oga, you see that thing you just did? It is the worst thing ever. In fact, it's supposed to be crucified." The man go look
And
me
you
like
like,
this. But I said, yes. So I don't cite you for
and you
doing
just
wrong.
tell him his reasons why,
That
what
is
the
it.
reasons why he
I say,
did what
see,
he did, and he
even
will see reasons with
no
you.
matter how he argue it, at the end he tell me, but you were right. This thing, this
Once you
thing.
present it to him or her respectfully, the person will accept it, except if
So,
the person
and
is.
that is the same way I expect. Like sometimes something could happen somewhere outside. I will come back. I will narrate the whole story. My husband will tell me, see, here, you were wrong. This thing you did, like you would have done it this way. If you have done it this way, this is what would have happened. Myself, I will now start looking and say,
That's how it should be.
I say it's true. Next time, if that situation presents
You
itself,
do it the way he suggested, and you will see a better result.
So you say, I don't want, do not look for a man or a woman that makes you to do the wrong things. Okay,
Hailing
let's say,
you when you're falling into the
let's say
pit.
you have a man or a woman who steals, and anytime she goes out there and steals, you are what? And you protect her. No, you can't change that.
One day you're just
You can't
protecting
help.
an
You're
animal.
not helping her.
You know, there are some people again, in homes, they will tell you, he's a grown child, I can't, what do I do? You can't control it, this one. No.
It's not control.
So
It's
these
just
are the
trying to
kind
tell
of
the
things you
person.
try to find out during the time of courtship. These are the things.
Inculcate the good habits, the good things people should do in the relationship. You see, we are in a relationship to better ourselves,
Yes.
to help ourselves, to make us grow and become better versions of
Yes.
ourselves. So when you are wrong or when I am wrong, tell me to me that I am wrong and give me reasons why I'm wrong.
Yes.
Also, if I say I'm not thinking, if I am thinking, I will look at it that yes. So do not be in love with somebody that will not teach you anything. Somebody, because I've always told myself that I want a man that will be a groom, a man that will groom me as his wife. So if you are a man, you want to marry a woman, make sure you go for a woman
That you can groom.
a
Not
woman
the
you
one you
talk
can't
to
talk
and she
to.
listens. Not the one that before you say she has said 100 and you keep quiet. You can't help that one now. You can't help. Let her go for someone that she will respect.
Yeah.
Respect is very
Very,
important.
very key.
Very
Key.
important in a
Very key. It
relationship.
sustains the
So the
relationship.
moment you want to marry somebody, look at the person's face and say, "Can I respect this?"
Yeah.
If you look
Don't
at the
marry who you
person and
cannot
your
respect.
spirit or your mind is telling you, you know this way, you can't respect this person. Don't just go, no matter how you feel about that person. But if you look at the person, both men and women, because I noticed that men, especially in this our country, men don't know how to respect women.
No, they don't.
You
They
say a
don't.
man will just look at you and talk anyhow.
There's
And when
a
you tell him,
sense
why
of
do you talk like this? He will
entitlement.
tell you, I am a man. No, being a man does not mean you should disrespect a woman.
Yeah. No, a lot of men, if you that, a lot of men are
So
guilty
if
of
you
that
are
as a
with a
matter of fact.
man, if you are dating a man that looks into your eyes and speak rubbish, speak nonsense, call you all the sort of things, please do not go ahead with that person. No,
Yes.
because when you marry that
It's a
person,
red flag.
it is not going to change you. In fact, it will double.
You graduate to beat you.
Yes. So if you are with someone who cannot look at you and respect you, don't just continue with that person. I have seen how a man will,
Talk down on
belittle.
his wife.
Be, they were
Before
they
people,
were still
even before
girlfriends.
his family.
The lady was pushing that they marry, and this man will belittle her, bring her to the as in among all his friends. And I'm like, how do you
Oh
want to
no.
stay? How
Oh
can you
no.
marry this
And the lady is
person?
still pushing
And she's still
to
pushing
get
that.
him. No.
Even a day to their wedding. See the nonsense now. The man was just when she was like, get out. Look at this one. I'm even helping you and your.
Oh
Nobody
my
is helping
goodness.
you. Nobody is making you a favor to
Oh
marry
my
you
goodness.
because
No,
you're
no,
not
no.
going into
Those are
that
not the right
home.
words.
You're not going into that home as an empty person.
Mm.
You're going there, with a lot of things to offer him. You're going to change
Yes.
your name.
Yes.
You're going to change your body.
Yes.
You're going to give your all in that
So at
marriage.
least you should
So
be
you should be
respected.
respected.
You should be.
Please, women, please, my gender, try and respect yourself. If you see a man that does not respect you, just walk away.
Okay.
The one that values you, the one that respects and treats you well will
Yes.
come your way. Do
Yes.
not be desperate. That is why the best thing, just like we have listed here, is what to work on yourself,
Yes.
your personal growth.
So that you can restore your value and your confidence.
Yes, if you have all it takes, no man will look at you when you provide for yourself. You can, if you want to travel, you travel wherever you want to go to and fit your bills. No man will come and be rubbishing you and talking anyhow. So you see, that is why we are talking about you preparing yourself before going into any marriage. In that relationship you are, even if is the one providing for you and you don't have anything, please do not go into marriage because you become a slave. And it is a very long journey for you to, in fact, that will be seeing hell on earth. So please make sure you do everything to better yourself, personal growth before anything marriage.
Yes.
God bless you.
Wow, 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 wow. Should I clap or should I dance or whatever? Guys, this is detailed. This is detailed because we've even communicated examples to you guys so that you'll be able to understand what you're saying. It's a simple thing. And you know one wonderful thing, it is you that is in the marriage. So if you don't get it right, it is you that will suffer it. If you get it right, it is you that will enjoy it, not us. Listen, I leave you with these words. Please don't get involved with somebody who tolerates you.
Yes.
Get involved with somebody who celebrates you.
Yes.
That is the best way to go.
Yes.
Guys, it's been a wonderful time with you guys, this day. We've really had a good time, okay? Discussing. I want to believe you guys enjoyed it and that, your comments will start flooding in for now. I want to thank my sister, my friend, who has taken time to come and join me to present. You can see the passion with which she's talking, okay? Just gently driving home the points and all that so that they can sink and then make meaning to you. Thank you so very much, guys, for coming. And from time to time we'll also be sitting together to discuss other important topics. We'll inform you guys, as we'll get that done so that you can pick one or two things and then apply it to your own relationship. The idea is to better your relationship and by implication to better your marriage so that we can have a better society and all on all. Thank you so very much, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts with us at the comment section, and again, subscribe to my channel, okay? The Judy TV show. That is how we go. Okay, guys. Bye for now, guys.
Bye.
Bye.